And go. Hello!
I don't know what happened at 2 and 1, but okay.
They're gone, man. They're gone. Gotta let them go. They're not coming back.
Okay.
How
What did
do...
you name it, though?
Oh, well, you want to know? You want to know now, or we can find out when we get into the
I
game?
guess I'll find out when it pops up. No, not join LAN game.
To get.
Oh, boy.
I'm gonna go for that. There we go. Pant color. I want to go for like a theme here, so I'm trying to keep it all consistent.
Gotcha. But yeah, how's it going, everybody? This is Dustin Pragon at you live from like a million years ago.
Hello. Yeah, we were planning to stream a lot earlier, but you know, wouldn't be a stream without technical issues.
Yep. It has to be on your end.
What type of farm are we gonna go for, man? We're just gonna go for standard?
Not a good time to be trying to drink water. Whichever one you like. Standard's pretty good.
Oh, dude, wilderness sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, that sounds horrible. So if you want to go with that, let's do that.
At night the monsters come out. Hells yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do that one.
Do you know how bad that is in the beginning, though? Before we go into the mines and get the sword from the adventurer guy, we're gonna basically be playing run. It's gonna be amnesia all over again.
Good, man, that's what I'm looking for. Like, authentic experience. Should we go for any starting cabins, or just leave that to none?
No, please add at least one, or I can't join.
Okay, okay, cool. Nearby or separate?
Either way.
Nearby. Give me one nearby so we can be close together. Let's put 2.
Okay.
And, okay, sweet. I'm gonna begin.
Alright, so what'll happen is I'm gonna have to wait till it pops up, then I have to make my character and launch in.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and get started and do farm stuff without me, and I'll just pop in.
Oh, I accidentally did the intro, so I'm gonna skip that. I've already seen it anyway. I don't care about the old man dying.
Oh, speaking of which.
Snack, crackle, pop, crispy. I didn't get to say bye to you, my dudes. I'm sorry, Basket Boy. I hit the wrong button and my freaking PS4 turned off. A likely excuse, I know.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop up... Let's see here. So I'm going to open your stream, and I'm going to grab... No! Thank God I'm not streaming yet. Really? The featured broadcast today is Texas Hold'em? Oh my God. This gets worse every day. I really want to just block it. I want to block the featured broadcasts, because it's either something ridiculous like that, or it's a big esports event.
Dude, at least it's not as bad as, like, YouTube's trending section. What's in the trending section today? Oh, it's Late Night with Conan O'Brien! You know, the famous YouTuber.
Yeah.
That's right over here if you follow me.
It could be worse. It could be Facebook trending, too. That's so bad, apparently, that they're getting rid of it.
Aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
let's see here. So I need to pop that open. Pop open your chat. Okay, I'm gonna play yours while muted.
Okay, sweet. I've got the same kind of deal going on. I've got like... Actually, one sec. I know my stream's already running good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up your one on my screen. So that way we can check to see if each other's streams are doing alright.
Do you have it so that it's joinable for friends? Because I'm not seeing yours pop up.
I think so, unless I untick something.
You might have.
Oh.
Or maybe I can... Oh, wait. Can I join you manually by just clicking join? I think I might.
One sec. I'm still in the little bit where she's, like, telling me about the farm, so maybe that's the reason why.
I have a way to... Seriously? That's what you named it? Terraria Farm?
Well,
playing
see,
Terraria?
The thing is, it's because my name is Minecraft Steve.
Okay. Oh my God.
And that's not all as well. I decided to make myself look like another pop culture character.
Okay, time for me to get my thing live now, too. Oh boy.
Welcome to Terraria Farm with Minecraft Steve.
So I gotta either pick a new farmer or another new farmer.
I already know.
Oh, the extra. Oh, my bad. You didn't have to add an extra thing. So now we can host up to 3 people. Whoops.
Oh, okay.
I made the same mistake before. That's right. You do get 2 automatically if you start co-op. Okay, now I gotta make my farmer, I bet.
Oh, okay. I'm going to be using my controller for this.
Minecraft Steve.
A decorative lantern. Okay.
You know what? Since our map is gonna be like Amnesia at the beginning, I'm going to go with the name of Daniel.
Oh, yes. That is a classic name, my dude. Okay, we already got 2 cabins. They take up quite a bit of space. So we've got here. Oh, we're gonna have to get started on farming. SRE Bob. Some delicious fibre. Okay, cool. I'm gonna clear out a space in front of my main house because I'm clearly the most important, so I'm the one who gets the big house.
Indeed. The best part is I can still sleep in your bed without permission. So
no!
That's the best part.
I just come home and you're just there. It's like, fuck! Move aside, big boy. I'm coming in. Oh, but how are you finding Berseria anyway, my man? It's like I had to.
So far, great.
Oh, good, my dude. I must admit, I did really enjoy Berseria. Like, I wasn't a fan of old Zesty Lemon, like, at all.
No.
But, like, Berseria, like, I really felt like it brought it back for me a little bit.
I think I'm gonna make my character look like just a disaster.
Turn these down. I'm gonna have the most beautiful parsnip farm you can ever imagine.
Alright, enhance color. How do we... Oh my god, it looks so bad. I think I'm gonna do it.
Dude, this character better be good. I'm looking forward to seeing this now. Oh no, I just lost a bunch of wood in the fucking river. Ah!
My favorite thing is gonna be streaming, I guess. Oh, I don't get to pick my favorite animal. Oh man.
Dude,
well,
do you know I chose my favorite thing?
Can change this. If you get 4 hearts with the wizard, you can change it, so it's all good.
Okay.
Oh my god. You know, I thought it was gonna look more like Link, but this is something else.
Oh, you've hyped this up. Oh! Whoa! What the fuck? Jeez, that's actually not a bad Daniel, man. I mean, the green outfit reminds me a bit of like Tingle, but...
Yeah.
I tried to make my dude look like Goku.
I think you succeeded.
He is Minecraft Steve and Goku at the same time. So, there's like terrible demons that come out at night in this mode, right?
I think they're gonna... They might be based on our level, so it might be garbage like the slimes and whatnot in the beginning.
Okay. Easy peasy.
It won't be anything too terrible. Yeah, no, it's not like we're gonna be dealing with like...
It's fucking
gonna
demons
be a lot...
coming out right at the start.
Right. I don't think this is gonna be anything like Minecraft's nighttime, but it'll still be bad.
Okay, well, I like a challenge, you know? Make things a little bit more interesting.
I think I started a farm like this, and I never wound up playing it, so... Ooh. I don't know what we're gonna be in for.
Well, last time I played Terraria, literally the only option it had was the standard farm. It was a long time ago. So, I'm looking forward to seeing how this one pans out.
Last time you played Terraria? That's pretty good.
Terraria? Shit, I mean, Stardew Valley, that's it. It is, but I've named the farm freaking Terraria, so it's like on my brain now.
Yep. Well, that's what you get. Oh.
I'm starting to feel exhausted. I don't care. Ain't no sissy.
By the way, my one bit of advice is keep in mind the direction you're hitting trees down or whatnot.
Yeah.
So whichever way you're... Like, if you're on the same side of it, it'll fall the other way, so keep that in mind if it's ever near water, so you don't lose, like, all the wood.
Yeah, I lost, like, a whole bunch of wood earlier, because it, like, fell into the ocean. Also, I am out of energy.
I know all about it. Nice! So, if one of us uses a bed when the other doesn't, you should be able to restore energy that way.
Gotta sleep for the night? Yes. Waiting for other players. Oh,
yeah,
we
but
both
is your
need
energy
to
bar
sleep.
Going up?
Oh yeah, it is. Oh.
Nice. So as long as we don't both sleep, then it won't advance the day, so we can actually keep going.
Oh, that is sneaky. That is sneaky beaky. Okay, tell you what. People watching the stream, while one of us is sleeping, just like go onto the other one's stream and you'll be able to see them doing stuff while the other one's doing the boring shit sleeping. See, it works out. We have a brilliant system set up. One of us can sleep, the other one can work. It's perfect. It's like the perfect married couple.
Yeah.
Oh, but you said you were watching Jesse Cox's like stream, like Total Biscuit and all that jazz, right, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like, what did he get started again? It's like a teacher or something.
That was with Jesse Cox apparently.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what TV's backstory was or is, or I guess yeah, would be was. But yeah, some of them have some interesting backstories. It makes sense. I mean, it's kind of just like, I don't know. It almost reminds me of college in a way, where it's like what you thought you were gonna go into and do is not where you end up.
No, I mean, dude, when I went to college, I studied construction and civil engineering. I spent 2 years of my life learning how to be an architect, and then I ended up going into streaming, working in shops, slave labor, and now the merchant navy.
Yeah, how's that going, by the way?
It's going pretty good, man. I mean, I filled out all of my applications forms. I pretty much got my acceptance. It's just a case now of I need to basically just get a medical done, which is literally just a case of cost, because it's like £80 to get it done. At the moment, every single last cent of money I get coming in is going either food or rent. So that's going to be a bastard to like save up money for. I think I'm just going to have to get it done literally the month before I go when I cancel my tenancy. So I'll have the money to just like pay out on like getting a medical.
Gotcha.
Should be good, you know. Go to the doctor's place, and it's like they'll do the whole like testing out on the running machine, and then like you know, they're like having to do the prostate exam. The thing is though, last time I went to get a prostate exam done, right? So I see the doctor stands behind me, and I feel something go in, but I look back, and he's got both his hands in the air.
Wow, I was about to say, man, you went to the wrong kind of doctor. All right.
Yeah, I was like, why are we doing this in a back alley again?
Wait, are you awake finally?
I'm awake!
Yeah. I need to sleep. This sucks. We basically have until 2 in the morning to do whatever.
Oh shit, I'm actually gonna head up to the farm and see if I can pick up the sword from there. So, like, not the farm, so we're already on the farm. The mines!
Yeah.
The mines!
Oh, you're not gonna be able to go to the mines yet.
I'm not?
No, there's that rock in the way.
Ah, shit!
JoJo Corporation is working on that the first couple days, so that's why we can't get the sword.
Oh,
that's
boy.
Why it's amnesia.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Okay, well...
If you die, then I don't know. I think it's random which will happen if you get killed. It's either the JoJo Corporation will find you and take you back and you get billed, or Harvey will find you. You get a little bit of a prostate exam and a bill for that too. So either way, it doesn't sound very pleasant.
No. The thing is, whenever you play this game, do you go for like restoring the community center, or like buying out like the license at the JoJo place?
So I have always done the town. I feel dirty doing the center. How about you?
I've always gone for the like going to the town hall and like doing that jazz. It's like,
yeah, same here.
Doing the JoJo thing, it's just like, I know what you mean. It's like, these guys were like such slimy corporate douchebags.
It's the same corporation you quit too in the very beginning.
Yeah. So it's like, well, what the hell would I get away from this place and then be like, yeah, all right, these guys seem like nice fellas. I think I'll help them out.
Yeah. The reason I think they added it was just that you had an alternative way to play, which is kind of cool, but I've never been able to do it.
No, man, I can't bring myself to do it either. I just feel too bad.
Whoa, I was gonna say that'd require a whole other farm just to pull off.
Right, I'm just figuring out the controls because I'm using my Xbox controller.
Okay.
Ah, okay, let's make class. Campfires produce a moderate amount of light. What is even the point of campfires?
Well,
Is
I was gonna say they give you spirit, but that's a WoW thing. Oh, you can put your soul. You can save your souls, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. How could I be so foolish? So, tell me, are we
shit!
gonna...
The slimes are out.
Oh, they have arisen.
Oh wait, we can fight. We can fight them back with the sickle that does like no damage.
Kill them.
Kill them all. Let's see how much this thing does. Can I kill it?
66.
Oh, you can. It does 2 damage though. Oh god, I'm getting my ass handed to me here. I can't fucking kill.
It was on that day Dust realised he had made a serious mistake. Welcome to survival mode, bitches!
I killed it!
Woo! Woohoo!
Now I have to live with with the act that I've done.
Live with the guilt, live with the shame. Oh man,
Yeah,
I went
so
out to go to the
far,
shops, but I like didn't realise why everyone was going to sleep on me. Then I saw it's like
Yep.
9:10 PM.
Yep. This is usually what happens in the first like day of the game. Because you wind up playing cleanup on the farm.
I've always been a fan of these kind of like farm games. I think they've always got a nice kind of little bit of zen to them, you know?
I have to agree. I think we might have taken away the zen with the with the monsters, but
it'll be alright. Little bit of combat every now and again doesn't hurt anyone.
well, it'll help us get our combat level higher than just going to the mines. But...
Yeah. I mean, it's already kind of part of the game, so I feel like it's part of the course.
Well, I think it's gonna be hilarious, especially when they start sending crappier things after us.
Oh, I'm just waiting for the fact when we get to like sort of higher levels and we end up with freaking like infernal demons.
Oh.
And, whoa!
Whoa!
What the heck is that?
Man.
Oh! What the fuck?
Oh wait, no, that's not
Back,
the bird.
foul demon! Ah!
He hit you for like 7.
Oh!
These things are pretty heavily. We got
Jesus,
this.
What the flimbos is that?
I don't know what that thing is exactly.
Oh,
It's
that's
like
kind of spooky.
critters.
I'm not sure I like that.
I killed it. It dropped fiber. That's disturbing. You got smacked by a bat.
Ow. Get out of here. Get out of here, bat.
Oh no.
See, now it feels like a true RPG. I'm swatting bats out of the air with a freaking axe. Bats isn't strong enough to break
Oh no,
the
now there's
stone.
another. This is just ugly. Oh, and the
Oh
bat
boy,
went
got
down.
another bat coming. Oh!
I guess you could say the combat's a little batty.
Oh my god. God fucking damn it, Dust. I swear to God. You're banned. You are banned from all future Krager's Adventure streams for that one.
Oh no. I was gonna say I might be worse than Lila in Zestiria.
Oh god, yeah, I remember freaking Lila. Very punny man. Man, woman.
It might be time to just sleep at this point.
Yeah,
Oh!
I think I'm
Oh,
gonna
no!
snooze.
The bats!
Waiting for other players. Oh,
Yep.
don't tell me the bats got you, man.
No, I didn't get me.
Hey!
No, this isn't Neo. The bats aren't killing me here.
Oh yeah, yeah. You don't have the best of a track record with bats.
No, I do not. Oh, I don't have my music on. I gotta fix that. And I'm not talking about my my music license and all that I just recently picked up. It's just in-game.
Oh yeah,
I turned it on.
what is that about though? Because I saw like caught the start of your stream when you were talking about you had a license.
Yeah, so when you're as famous as me, you get music licenses that you have to pay for. No, I basically got a what was it? I paid for the there was like a 20-month music license through Monster Cat.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Anyone can do it that's a content creator. You just gotta put a link to your channel.
Oh, you bought my
And that's what I did.
Oh, you little darling.
The worst thing is this doesn't even give farm experience. It doesn't give anything.
Wait, watering your plants doesn't give farm experience?
No, it only picking the crops.
Oh man, that kind of
That's why I'm
sucks.
gonna go back to sleep for like 2 seconds.
I'm gonna stop by the store and pick up some more seeds.
Good news is once we get to summer, and I think it's a couple days in, we'll get the pathway open that allows us to use a spa that will give us our energy back at a much faster rate, and the rate you're supposed to get.
Ooh. Okay, nice.
But until then, we're stuck with this janky sleeping in the bed trick that you can do only in co-op.
Yeah, that's really handy actually, because like when I used to play single player, I would lose entire weeks of just like, okay, I did a little bit of farm work, now time to go to bed.
Yep. Okay, there we go. Now I've got your
Shane a gift today.
I've got your chat box open off to the side. Finally.
Okay, let's check out what's going on down
Also,
here.
if we go down to the ocean, I think we can get our fishing rods finally.
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
yeah, I got like a message from a dude being like, come down to the beach and get a fishing rod.
Yep. Exactly. Uh-oh.
Oh, cutscenes.
I
Wow.
Oh, and I think just the fire pit thing just gives you, what do you call it?
Is it literally just for like to get some light?
Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's just aesthetics.
Ah, aesthetic.
Man, this outfit's terrible. I need to, just like my solo campaign, I need to get 4 hearts with the wizard just so I can change this.
Wait, really the only way to change your outfit is like by befriending the wizard?
Yep. You can change your appearance, your character's looks, everything through that.
Oh. Oh, okay.
It's like a little object you use, and I forget how much it costs to do it.
Oh.
I think it's like,
I didn't
I think
even
it's
know.
only like,
No, you could
think it's
do
like
that. I thought
500.
once you'd like set your appearance in stone, it was unchangeable.
no, I think it used to be like that in the very beginning, and then like a couple patches, and they altered it.
Hey, nice. Hey, dude,
Which is always really nice.
own Terraria as well?
I do, actually. Fun statistic is when they did that spring cleaning event, which
Yeah.
I didn't get to participate in because I was out of town. It told me that you had to play like the first game on Steam or whatever, and for me that is Terraria.
Oh, damn.
So I definitely could play that at some point.
Good first game choice. Oh.
Yep. I don't even think I paid for it. I think a friend did.
I've got so many games on my Steam library though that just like I bought and never played. But Terraria is like one of those few games that I've got about freaking 800 hours in.
Nice. I would have no idea what I'm doing in that one, which is pretty nice.
I can tutor you in the ways. Can I sell fish to this dude? No, I put it in my box and I think I'll buy it. Okay. Oh man, I really need more backpack space. Like, only having the hotbar to use is like killing me already.
Are you ready for the worst part of co-op?
Mm-hmm.
Our money is shared.
Oh!
Our rewards are not.
Goody!
Yeah, so we have to buy twice as many backpacks.
I mean, on the upside, we can get twice as much work done.
Yes.
So...
Yeah, so, by the way, we're gonna prioritize your crap over mine in the beginning.
Okay.
Obviously, I'll get my first backpack before you get a second, but I'm okay with you getting the first bag when we get to that point.
Okay, man, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go
So
for
in the beginning, like, when you go out to, like, fish or whatnot, you're gonna probably want to put away the rest of your tools just so that you don't, you have more space, right?
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
this system's rough.
Is there any
Oh,
way I
it's
can
teaching me how to fish!
Storm. I want to. I can make a chest, can't I? Yeah, I'll make one of them. Put that down.
Also, I'll go ahead and grab a link for you that if at any event you get stuck or you want to know something about the game, this is the page to use.
The wiki!
It's a wiki page. Yep. It's a great page. I've been using that thing since the game was, like, first out. Like, whenever I wanted to know more about an item or what somebody likes, because you have to be very careful with people's likes and dislikes, because you can only gift them twice a week.
What, twice a week?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You can only give them gifts twice a week, and only once per day can you give them something. So if you pick something crappy, well, congrats. Now you only can give them one more thing this week. So it's best to know ahead of time because of the way they designed it. Unlike Harvest Moon, where it was more you could gift them whenever. Well, once per day, but there was no weekly limit. Joja-Cola, if it's not too inconvenient. Okay.
I tell you what's another really good one you might like that's quite similar to this. Have you ever heard of a series called Rune Factory?
I have not.
Ooh,
I feel like I
Rune
should have.
Factory is basically, it's one of these type of farming games, I think Harvest Moon or something like that, but with a much greater emphasis on the RPG mechanics. Like,
Okay.
there's an entire actual story to, like, save the world and all that jazz and go through dungeons and a Dark Lord to defeat and everything, but it's also got, like, your typical Harvest Moon kind of, like, farming thing, marrying, like, someone, making friends with people, building up your farm and your house, but at the same time, you've also got to go out and improve your weapon skills, your magic skills, and everything like... It's got a ridiculous amount of stats you can level up. I'm talking even walking is a stat that you level in it. Like,
Oh, jeez.
literally everything you do from eating to sleeping. Even sleeping is a goddamn stat you can level.
Wow.
Which, I tell you what, that was a stat in real life, I would be the champion of it, my dude.
I definitely would have a very high modifier to my napping capabilities, I can tell you that.
I see you're
Oh,
specking
I'll just-
towards a nap night.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I just have to do a little bit of work. I just have to survive work today, and then I'll get on and stream at 5 o'clock. And it's like by 4:30, I'm out, and I'm up at 8 going, what happened? Oh, I fell asleep. And then my friends give me grief over that one.
Oh, dude, I freaking feel the same way. Like, with streaming, because I figured out the secret is to make sure that I stream when it's like the Americanskis are going to be awake. Because I get so much more people watching when, like, it's within American hours than it is within, like, British hours.
Which is awful for me being a night owl, because that means, yay, I can get all the followers in the world from Europe, but they have, like, exponentially a lot fewer people than the States. I'm like, ah, crap.
Yep, it's, a lot fewer English speaking people
that
as
too.
well. So
Although
it's
I
like...
will tell you, I've got a lot of folks that have watched my streams that are from, like I've got one who follows. He's from Germany and he speaks English just fine. I've got one from, well, this isn't from Europe, but I have one from that tuned in a while back from Quebec City. He speaks French in his streams. I was like, oh boy, that's gonna be hard to follow. and
just
and
nod
even
your head and
someone
be
from
like,
the Netherlands
yes,
that speaks
yes.
English, so it's a surprise.
It's quite amazing,
But-
man. It's like,
It's like they're smarter than we are. That might be true.
I mean,
Well, I guess that's me.
I'll never admit it for fear that maybe, like, either Jonathan or Thomas are watching this, but I've got to give the Dutch props, man, because it's like, I met, like, those dudes from playing League, and it's like, their English is better than some English people, man. It's incredible.
Yes.
I went over to Holland, like, one time on holiday, after a whole slave labour thing. And it was like, I went into the store and I was trying to speak a really limited...
Thanks for blowing all our money on those. That's perfect.
Oh, shit! Oh, fuck, I've got his shit!
That's not... No, I'm not even being sarcastic. I was just gonna go fish.
Okay,
wait,
cool.
There's hardly any time to go fishing. Yeah, no, that's actually a good investment. We'll actually see a return on that.
I
Unlike
completely
if you, like...
forgot that our money was shared. I was just like, oh, I'll spend this. It's just my 500. It's like, oh, fuck, wait a second.
Yeah, I learned the hard way that money was shared when I was exhausted on an early day playing with Marcus, and I go in, and I'm like, oh, I'll just go into Harvey's and pick up an energy thing. That'll be fine. It was like 1,000 gold, and then suddenly he's like, what the fuck just happened to our money? I'm like,
I don't know.
I was tired, and I picked up an energy. Oops.
Oh no, the bats have come back out.
Yeah.
The back, Dust, the back.
Yep, so obviously they're only on our farm though, and the mines, so in like town we're fine out here.
God damn, these things are relentless.
Yep. When do you want to try resetting to the next day?
I'm pretty much just gonna plant these things, and then I mean, if you've got anything you need to do, just like let me know. I don't mind just like doing some maintenance on the farm because I still have a little bit of energy left.
Okay, that'd be fun. I'm just fishing up some last couple things here. Trying to bring in some cash for tomorrow.
Sweet as a fish. But no, seriously, like in Europe, like my Dutch buddies, like say they had to learn English like as a second language, but like they learned it religiously in school. It wasn't like because I did French,
Right.
like GCSEs.
I did French as well, so
Yeah.
I know
Why is it always
exactly what you're
fucking
talking about.
French? It's like you learn
It's
the
very-
language of like one country.
It's two if you consider Quebec its own.
True, but I mean, to quote like a friend I've got in Canada, Quebec doesn't count.
No. No, you can quote most Canadians on that. But yeah, no, theirs is even a unique dialect as well. So
Yeah, it's like Quebec.
you learn
like, French
Parisian
is different
Parisian
to
French.
like French.
Absolutely. Same with the like Cajun kind of French.
Yeah, I mean it's like the difference between real English and American English.
If you want to go that far, sure. Pretty much.
Okay, one thing that I've never got is, right, and I don't know, maybe they taught you this in, like, school, because, okay, here's the thing to tangent off of even my point before I even started on it, like, we didn't learn fuck all about American, like, culture in school, and it really annoyed me, because, like, I've always found America to be quite fascinating. I mean, you guys are one of the biggest and most powerful nations on the planet. But it's like,
and it started by getting rid of you guys with a bunch of farmers.
Yeah, ungrateful bloody colonists. Don't know what's good for you. But
yeah, but
yeah.
we don't learn a whole lot about England either. I mean, obviously we learn about how you guys were pretty much tyrants in the 1700s, but that's about it.
Yeah, to be fair, colonial England.
If you learn, I took some courses in like some stuff that was like it wasn't multicultural, but it was like certain things that covered like Europe and things like that. I forget what all we learned about, but like different kind of wars over in Europe as well. So
yeah,
I couldn't tell you half of the things about that since high school was like half my life ago. But
I mean, to be honest, the really important wars, the only ones you really need to know unless you get really deep into history, are like the obvious ones: World War One and Two. Then you got the War of the Roses,
right? I got those
and
two.
The 100-Year War. Which actually
There was
lasted
1812 as well, right?
1812 was...
Wasn't
that was Oliver
was that in
Cromwell,
France,
wasn't it? The
I wanna say?
parliamentarians and the... See, the thing is, I'm even sketchy
I
on
got it
like
backwards.
the history of my own goddamn
Oh no, that was
country.
just called. Wait, never mind. That was just called the French Revolution. The War
Oh,
of 1812
yes,
something
yeah.
else. I
the
can't
whole,
remember that.
The whole Les Maurice thing.
There were a bunch of
Baltic...
there were a bunch of Baltic wars too, I think too. But yeah, the main ones I know are like I just took a course on World War One. That was my last. Oh crap! I'm having some difficulties making it back to the farm because I didn't bring a tool to cut stuff with. Could you... Yeah, I'm gonna wind up falling asleep here unless you can break me a path. I'm at the south part of the farm and I can't get through.
Oh, I'm coming down. I'm coming down.
Just start cutting me a path.
Okay, I'm heading south. I'm heading south, but I can't. Oh no, I'm gonna fall asleep too at this rate. No. I'm coming.
This is horrible. Oh, here we go.
It is.
All right. Okay, we gotta make a run back.
There you are.
Go,
come
go,
this
go,
way.
go,
Come
go.
this way. I've cut a path.
We gotta go.
Ah!
Oh, there's a way to cheat it. Okay, there's a way to cheat it. If you start to fall asleep, click on the journal that's just below our money.
Oh.
I'm not even joking.
Oh shit, that actually stops it? Oh god
Try
damn.
it. Yeah, try it.
Oh, we got. Oh no.
Okay.
No.
Open your journal.
Where's the journal? Fuck.
Okay. I stopped it. I broke it. Go.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This exploit saved us. I can't.
Wow,
sleep,
that is
though.
incredibly handy.
Okay.
Oh boy. I'm actually in the bed, and it's giving me the whole, like, I'm falling asleep thing. But, like, the falling asleep where you get carried home.
Yeah. Yeah, so our
Ooh, my
fatigue
foraging
is
went
gonna
up.
be crap because one, it was late, and two, yeah, it was late. Mine is gonna be as bad as yours. If you pass out in your house though, you don't get a penalty, so that's why I didn't pause it. No, you just get the half energy penalty that I do, but that's for staying up too late.
Where has it been saved?
Oh, but yeah, that little exploit works apparently in co-op. Good to know. Oh, damn it, we have to make a scarecrow because the crows just took some of our food.
Oh, wait, what? They can do that?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, there was
sons
a
of
crow on
bitches.
top of... That's why there's nothing here.
Oh, no! Motherfuckers!
Hey!
Okay,
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
how do we make scarecrows, my dude?
We can't craft one yet. It'll eventually instruct us to do that.
Okie dokie. No, so for now, if any crow's sharp, we're just gonna have to put up with it, basically.
Yes, exactly. As unfortunate as that is.
Okay, I think today I'm just gonna do a little bit of maintenance. I'm gonna cut our way down to the southern bit, so
I'm gonna take a scythe or I'm gonna take a sickle with me, so that never happens again. See, normally that won't, because I'll have a sword or something, and you can still cut through the grass. Oh.
I can't believe you got trapped.
If you didn't help me, what would have happened is I would have had to exploit the game about several more times as I go all the way back from Marnie's ranch to the town, back up to the farm the other way.
That is a super handy glitch, though, like exploit even.
Yep. Yeah, they still haven't fixed it. You can technically just keep playing the game indefinitely at that point. However, you do have to keep doing it, I think, every 30 seconds, so... The goal is that we'll never have to actually do that. But it comes in handy.
Yeah, it comes in handy.
Next time it happens, we can always let ourselves get punished for it. Speaking of which, I actually have a full energy bar. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, mine was full as well. I thought for sure we were going to get the, like, half energy, like, penalty.
Yeah.
No, what great.
You know, now that I think about it, that's perfect. Huh.
Your accent
Maybe it felt sorry for us.
It knows about the technical difficulties, man.
Yep.
I tell you, it's getting kind of ridiculous now. It's like the meme at first of like, you know, oh, I wouldn't be a stream about technical difficulties, but every single last stream I've done this week, every single last one without fail, something has gone wrong.
Yep. And while it's funny, I also understand how frustrating that can be.
Oh, it's so annoying, man, because it's like, you start to get into the zone. You start to be like, all right, yeah, let's do it, let's go, come on, streaming. It's like, you know, you get yourself all set up, you get your second monitor set up, you get all your windows set up all perfectly fine and all that jazz. It's even worse when it happens midway through stream. Like, today I was like streaming Deus Ex, right? And in that, you need to hit F12 to turn your flashlight on and off. And it's not a key, it's not a key you can rebind, like, in the game's options, because it's an old-ass game, so I just didn't think about it. So,
let me guess, you found out that F12 was also bound as, like, a like, stream start and stop on OBS?
Yeah, I bound it as stream stop in my OBS. So, it stopped, and then I looked over at my thing, and I noticed it was, like, staying on a blank screen for a while, but sometimes it just does that. So I was like, oh, okay, it's you know, it's just, like, Twitch messing up on my PS4. But it lasted for a very long time. I'm talking, like, an hour. So then I come back onto it, I realised that that's what's happened, I booted back up, and then this poor soul who's still been watching it the entire time, I go, wait, what happened? He goes, yeah, you hit F12, and then the stream stopped. And I was like, okay, thank you for one, for sticking around for an hour, and secondly, fuck!
Oh no.
Oh, why must life be pain?
That's not good.
No, man, it's so annoying. So, word of warning to anyone who streams, don't bound the stream start and stop button to one of the F keys.
Yeah, my advice would just be don't even have hotkeys for those kind of functions.
The reason...
But if you're going to, pick something that's different.
Yeah, I've changed it now, so it's like some of the buttons on like the number pad. Because I just never use them for anything, and most games don't use them.
I use my number pad, so that would be very bad. I just have them unbound.
The only reason I haven't bound is because it's like, I like to do kind of like fucky stuff with the stream sometimes. Like, I've got that, like that thing you saw me using the other day, where I had like my face of like all the things coming out of it in time to the music. Like, that. I don't have a second monitor that I can plug like my actual computer display. Like, I do have a second monitor physically, but I have to run my PS4 off of it. So, in order to do that app, it only works in display capture. The problem with that then is that I'd just be capturing my desktop. So I had to spend ages and ages photoshopping like that thing of my face into just the right size. So if I opened it on Windows Photo Viewer, which is the only full-screen photo app I have that would take up the whole screen, and then boot that thing up, it would perfectly be in the middle of all the bars. And to make sure people don't see the behind-the-scenes of my computer, and all my copious amounts of porn, I have to, like, hit, like, a hotkey to swap between recording and the like display capture on like my different
Gotcha.
scenes I've got set up. So it's like, it's like to unassign all of that just to play Deus Ex and reassign it, and I'm gonna do the same tomorrow.
That's rough.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god, why are there catfishes in the... Oh, it's raining, that's why. I keep getting catfish, and I cannot catch them. I can tell it is because of the pattern. It's so bad.
I'm gonna put away this fire.
But that's painful. I definitely hear you. Another option that you have on the table down the line is I used to use OBS a lot. Before, you know, I took the arrow in the knee and all that. But before, or after, jokes aside, I use what's now the Streamlabs OBS. It's actually pretty useful.
What's the difference with the Streamlabs one between like that and the normal one?
So the difference is just the functionality that it offers. It's definitely a lighter version. It's not as, in my opinion, it's not as good as far as like the OBS functioning.
Yeah.
But it's got like, I have access to, I have access to all my Streamlabs stuff. So do you use Streamlabs on yours? I'm not sure.
Yes, yeah, I do. I've got it set up.
So you're familiar with like the, like all the stuff then with like a, so what it offers then is my Streamlabs notifications, which are, you know, all the, and you can have that running in the background and that works just fine. I've done that too, but it has my list of notifications, so I knew when somebody followed. One, I heard it, but two, I also was able to glance over and look at it on my other monitor.
Yeah,
and
you can set like the little animations that like come up.
Right. And I have like a list. I have that list that you have in OBS that shows everything.
Yeah.
And beyond that, I finally got the catfish. But beyond that, I also have, so on the same screen, I have the Twitch chat that's actually on the OBS live section of it. I don't even have to have another window open with my Twitch chat. It's just there. It can either be on the left or right of this window, whichever you customize it. Then I have the Streamlabs notifications of who's been following me, who's hosting me, all that stuff. Below that is my OBS stuff that shows the scenes that I can switch between. It shows my mixer, it shows a preview, and at the very bottom of it shows all my OBS stats, you know, like my percentage of CPU usage, frame rate, dropped frames are very favorite, and my upload speed. So it's got all of that built in too. So it's a more simplified version, but it also has all these extra features when you're live, which is beautiful. And through there, you can also access the Streamlabs dashboard and all that. And you can add in themes, and you can get that amazing starting stream and all that. Although you can get those and probably plug them into OBS too, I'd wager. But you could have all that going too. So it's pretty useful.
Because I was thoroughly impressed by your stream starting thing. That looks magnificent. Very professional.
That is right. So that's a Streamlabs thing. I think that's a League of Legends theme, technically, that somebody designed it. It's called Legate, or Legate, probably Legate, and it's Legate.
Oh, like a Roman legate.
Yes, I like it. Yep. And oh, I love it. It's by far my favorite one. The best part about it is that hardly anyone uses it. It only had a download of about 1,000, so I was like, oh, this is perfect.
Sliding in there, like the one no one uses, yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you get all the, like, pseudo cam girl ones that are all, like, the flashy colors and everything, you know?
Yeah, so sometimes less is more. It's like, you know, you don't want to overcrowd your thing. It's like, it's the reason why I don't like the idea of going for like a webcam or like a billion one overlays and all that jazz. Because the way I see it, if I'm streaming a game, it's mostly because people want to actually be able to see that game.
Right. And I think that eventually I'll probably add a cam, but I'm going to try to keep that as a, like, kind of like part of the program, not the feature. Like, I don't want that to be... I definitely don't want my face to be the main part of my channel.
If you get real desperate, Dusty Boy, you could just start up a boob stream. You know, just take all the money you would put towards paying back your student loans and just invest it in getting some implants. And then, you know, get it up in the corner, get it so your webcam takes up 80% of the screen. And there you go, man. Donations galore, my friend. You would be rolling in Dosh Cash.
Yep, I've got the hair. I just need to grow it out a little longer, and the rest of it, I'll be rolling in money. I don't see myself doing that, but I have jokingly considered that before.
Well, you can't envision yourself doing that in the future. Your family would be like, "Why have you done this?" It'll be like, "Mum, Dad, I had to get that Twitch prop money."
Look at my Patreon.
Maybe PewDiePie will make a video about you, and then you can settle your rabid fans on him. Can we like copy strike Dust right now?
Oh my god, I'm trying to fish, Bat. Stop hitting me.
Aren't you glad we went for the wilderness?
Oh. Dying.
Welcome to hell.
This isn't working.
Speaking
the worst
of
part
which,
is that if you focus on it, you lose all the other stuff. Go ahead, though.
I was going to say, did you, by any chance, follow, like, it's come out now, but were you following that game Agony that was coming out? Like, it was the horror game where it's, like, set in hell?
I don't think I have followed that, actually.
Oh, well, it's a typical story of something coming out and just being very, very disappointing compared to what the trailers were like.
Oh, no.
The first few trailers that came out looked genuinely terrifying. It was an actual kind of like... I mean, realistic is the wrong word, because how the hell can you have a realistic depiction of hell? But it was like... looked like it was going to be a genuinely terrifying depiction of hell. It was one of these amnesia-type horror games. Like, you can't... There's no combat, it's just walking. But you're going through, like, a version of hell that is just twisted. Completely and utterly. Not just brimstone and fire, but horrible twisted machinations, Euclidean geometry, and, like, mountains made out of disembodied hands and stuff like that. And then the game actually came out. And it has character models that look out of place in, like, PS2 games.
So it's the out of place one. So it's like a Digimon world, except that's fine because that's how it was designed to be. But it's like that, where like the world is 2D and the character is 3D, and you're like, what the hell? This is 2018, and this was clearly not what the trailer showed.
Yeah, man, it was oh god, it's the models. Jesus Christ, the models, man, they're scarier than the actual demons.
Thank you. I've been sleeping the last like 2 hours.
You should have said, man. I would have been gone to sleep. I was just sitting outside dicking around.
Dude, that's where I was fishing though. 800 right there.
Ooh, dude, that's a nice little chunk of money there. I've just been clearing away some space when the farm eventually picks up a bit more. Yep,
that's why I've been making you do all the hard work with that stuff, and I went to go do all that.
Ah, fucking crows! God damn it!
No.
Okay, I'll water the plants. I'll be the stay-at-home farmer. You're the fish winner.
Yep. I was gonna say what was it that happened? I got a piece of coal in a treasure chest while trying to fish yesterday, which is we need a single piece of coal for the scarecrow. So.
Oh, I actually have pieces of coal. I've got a whole ton of pieces of coal.
When we do get that, we'll be fine. But. By the way, did you build a chest in your house yet?
Yes, yeah, I did.
That was like the first thing I did.
Yeah,
eventually I'll get around to adding some out here too. Like I usually put one here, and sometimes one by the box. And then I put furnaces around here usually. But we do not have to copy my build.
I like to get kind of fancy with like where I put my furnaces. And I would tend to like put them in like an area I'll clear out, and I'll put fences around it and everything and make it look all beautiful.
I'm alright with that. Whatever works.
I mean, we can obviously all both do our own individual little areas. I mean, we've got plenty of space. So if we do want to branch out, use these like top bits up here for either extra farm space or like building up a place to put all of our furniture.
Yeah.
Good to me. Oh, we're gonna have a beautiful farm, my dude. It's gonna make.
Crap!
It's my rock, boy.
I just threw it in that box. I'm gonna go fish.
I'm gonna make sure to hoard all these rocks and stones, because first time I played this game, I very foolishly decided to sell it all. And then when it came out to building new stuff, I was like, oh no. I've cleared out most of my farm.
I save it. Yep, it's not worth any money either. That's the worst part. It's worth like 2 a piece or something. Like, it's just terrible. And then you need a gazillion of it, so. Yeah, the good thing is that... Oh, by the way, another thing that's not shared, and this is a good thing, is that our relationships with the villagers are unique.
Okay, yeah.
Which is good, because the last thing we need to be doing is sharing romance partners like it's some kind of cult or something.
It's a Mormon society, my dude.
Yeah.
Alright, man. Okay, I've pretty much cleared out the entire space south of where we're already farming. I'm going to clear that out a little bit more. There's a few more rocks and stuff around here.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Not a bad start. Not a bad start. But yeah, if you ever are like looking for a game to stream, dude, and you want something similar to this, I'd highly recommend checking out one of the Rune Factory games.
Which one? Rune Factory?
Rune Factory, yeah. It's...
where can I find that? Can I find that on Steam? I was looking and I didn't think I found it.
I don't actually know if it has any Steam copies. The version I have is on the 3DS. I know they've also done a Wii game, and a GameCube game. Pretty much just Nintendo consoles, as far as I'm aware, at least. But
gotcha. I'll have to look into that then.
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic, dude. It's fantastic. Really unique take on the whole sort of farming game thing. Doing a more sort of like, what if we combined an RPG with a farming game?
Yep.
Oh, I found a wild
Maybe
horse
that's
radish.
what Fallout 76 will be.
Oh, I don't know,
You know
dude.
what? I'll take a Stardew Valley-like game out of it than a Battle Royale any day. You can quote me on that.
Wait, are there rumors it's going to be a Battle Royale?
There are bad rumors. They're baseless, so I don't think that's going to be the case. But some people were like, Fallout Battle Royale? Haha. And it's like, oh, don't even joke about that. I mean, people said that was going to happen with Call of Duty, and it happened.
Yep. The thing is, it kind of makes sense to... Then again, I can see Fallout kind of... at least sort of being able to sort of justify it being a Battle Royale. It doesn't mean it'll be good. But they could easily fit it into the lore of being like, no, it's a post-apocalyptic world. Of course there's going to be people doing this fucked up Battle Royale stuff. Just like, yeah, okay, I can justify this happening in the game, but that doesn't mean it should happen.
What would be fun would probably be a Battle Royale co-op or solo with AI. Like in one of those big, like, kind of Battle Dome-like arenas. That could be kind of funny. But that'd be different.
Something like doing a Battle Royale with NPCs, I think could actually really work as a game. Like, something I've always wanted to see done was, like, a game of the actual original Battle Royale movie. Like, the Japanese one. Have you ever seen the original Battle Royale movie?
Funny story, I have not.
Ooh, it's a decent movie, my dude. Unfortunately, only in subtitles. Which, at first, would have been a bit of a deal breaker for me, because I'm a filthy, filthy Westerner who only ever watches his Chinese cartoons with,
Chinese, that's perfect.
I only watch my Chinese cartoons with, English subs. Like, I just, not English subs, English dubs, sorry. I cannot watch it with subtitles on. And I know, often, I agree with a lot of people when they say a lot of the time the dubs can be absolutely fucking awful in some cases. Not all the time.
Some that are decent,
like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and what was it? Code Geass and Death Note had amazing dubs to them. I don't care what anyone says. I love those freaking dubs. But there are a lot of other shows where it's like the dub is just fucking atrocious.
Yeah, Trigun and Cowboy Bebop are pretty darn good, but then you get ones like, well, I know from first-hand experience, the dub for, which one was it? The dubs for Steins Gate and Little Busters were pretty freaking bad. Oh boy.
I actually watched Steins Gate. I really couldn't get into it. Like, I like the time travel stuff.
I like it, but
I don't know, I'm just not really a fan of, like, I don't want to say stereotypical, because I would give it a Steins Gate, it did characters well, but I'm just not really a fan of the kind of, like, anime-esque characters, if you know what I mean? Like,
fair enough.
I more prefer, like, animes where the characters feel like they act a bit more like they do in other forms of media. You know, like, it's partly the reason why I couldn't really get into Zesty Lemon that much. The characters acted a little bit too anime for my tastes. It's like
No, they weren't. Micleo was totally like it. Well, actually, Micleo
Oh,
was.
come on, dude. Okay, yeah, Micleo was like a rare exception
Edna
to
was
that.
the stereotyped, though.
Yeah, dude, she was like a fucking, like, they just added her in there for the sake of having a random lolly character in it.
I was gonna say, please tell me he's gonna make the lolly reference here. Yep. That's what they did.
It's just like, it just felt unnecessary, you know? It's like...
I actually really liked her character, but it was like once they started making her just unnecessarily cruel to Micleo is when she got a lot better.
When she started beating him up, that is when I could sympathize.
Yep. Well, she beat him up both physically and verbally. The best was when she'd smack him with the umbrella.
She always came across as a bit of a goddamn sociopath to me, though.
Yeah, that's what I liked about her, though. But she wouldn't have had to be a lowly character for that. She could have been just a regular... She could have been, what's-her-face? The character kind of close to her. Or no, not close to her. What's funny is that Berseria seems to have gotten it right. Also, they got the hard-ass female protagonist right. That's something Final Fantasy couldn't do. With Lightning.
Oh.
I feel like Velvet's actually how you do it right.
Yeah, no doubt. I think Velvet is basically just a much better version of Lightning.
Yeah.
But Final
The
Fantasy
voice
in the
actress is
past.
way better, too.
Oh yeah, the voice actor for Velvet has done so much stuff.
I'm just referring to that game, though. The previous Final Fantasies probably have this down, and FF14's cast aren't bad either.
Oh, have you played 14, dude?
As many gripes as I have about that game, I don't have a gripe for its cast.
Yeah, I love the cast of it, dude. Like, the fact that it had, like, a really nicely fleshed out story was one of the things that kept bringing me back to the game. I've actually got a prediction that when E3 comes around, because they always do something big for, like, Final Fantasy 14.
Oh no, I'm exhausted! What? I still had 1 energy!
What have you done, you silly boy?
Well, I'm just gonna have no energy tomorrow, but I have a ton of fish, so whatever.
I went out exploring, and I got some wild horseradish and some leeks.
Okay.
So they'll sell for a little bit.
Yeah.
Nice. But, fuck, what was that? Oh yeah, one of the predictions I've got for Final Fantasy 14, because at E3 they always do something like wowzers for it. Either a new expansion or something like that. But they've been doing a thing recently where they've been adding in past villains. Like, you could fight, like, X-Death, who was the villain of Final Fantasy 5, and Kefka from 6.
Right.
So, I think the thing they're going to do at E3, considering there's the whole remake of 7 coming out, is they're probably going to add Sephiroth in as a boss battle. Which...
There already is a... Well, it's Sephiroth difference.
Yeah, he's based on, like, one of the Warring Triads from, like, Final Fantasy 6. He was, like, one of the end bosses from FF6 was Sephiroth. Which is a more direct...
So Sephiroth could be added. That would make sense.
Yeah, if they added
hype
Sephiroth
up.
into it, it'd be... Oh, I would renew my subscription just to play that boss fight.
That would be pretty fun.
I got pretty damn far in it. I had, like, a sort of... I max leveled on Stormblood as a Dragoon.
Okay. I think I max leveled as a samurai.
Oh, dude, Samurai was such an awesome class. Like, such really cool flashy effects on it.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, look at that synergy. Both went to bed at the same time. That's what I'm talking about.
No, I'd been there for at least, like, 20 in-game minutes.
Uh-oh.
In-game. So we're good, yeah. It's basically the same. Also, that's a lot of money I was able to rake in. So, do we have enough? I'm not sure. Let's find out.
Look-see-poo.
Go get yourself a fucking backpack.
Oh!
And while we're there, we might have enough money for another one. Fuck off, bro.
Minecraft Steve. You see this dog here?
Oh crap! I shouldn't take all the plants so that you can get some farming level.
I fancy doing at the edge of the farm. I think it's a stray, poor thing. Hey, it seems like in this place. I do think I could use a dog. Will you adopt the dog? Hells to the heck, yeah. What kind of heartless monster would choose no?
Yep.
Oh,
also,
give a
I've
name to
my
the dog.
turnip farm. It'll have a default name, but I don't know if you want it.
I'm going to call him... in honor of the fallen. Floppy. Yes.
Oh, and if you get any gold star crops, make sure you save them aside because we need those.
Oh, oops. I got a gold star wild radish, but I sold that.
Oh, no. I'm talking about these, the turnips.
Okay, let me pick them.
I also picked a bunch of them. I'm gonna sell those now. Oh, wait, no, I want them back. Crap.
Oh, no.
Oh, we won't see that money till the night now when you could have sold it to, you could have sold them. So you can take those with you when you go to Pierre's and actually sell them now rather than later.
Oh, shit, I can send this directly to him.
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And I figured you should do it since you're going to be the one who goes over there anyway.
Landslide caused by a drilling operation near the mountain. Like, why did drilling operation entirely legal? I was seriously the local environment upright for a convenience. The accident was caused. See, they really do make JoJo out here to be, like, the main, like, bad guy douchebags. Because, like, freaking even just there, they're like, we're terribly sorry we caused irreparable damage to your town.
Yep. Well, that means the mines are open at least.
Ooh. I think I just found a fossil. You found an artifact. The creator of the local museum might want to know about this.
Nice. Oh, hey, we got the thing to build the scarecrow. So we'll each go ahead and build one of those and we're good to go.
Oh, nice. Oh, I've got a cutscene for the town hall as well.
So do I. Uh-oh.
Hi there.
I hear footsteps still going. It's because my character was walking.
He's just gonna continue on walking on for an eternity.
Do you hear it too, or is it just me?
I think it's just on your end, dude. I'm listening close,
no.
but I can't hear nothing. Some say old Dustalvion's still walking to this day. What I saw. I know, what a terrible piece of shit this community centre is. This is a community centre. What's left of it anyway? It used to be the pride and joy of the town. It was bustling with activity. Now, just look at it, it's shameful. These days, the young folk would rather sit in front of the TV than engage with the community. No, it's terrible. God, can you believe these young folk, Dust? When it's a beautiful wide world out there, and they're just sat in front of a screen playing the video games.
Yeah.
Disgusting. What is wrong with this generation of kids? You know what we need? You know what we need to really snap people out of this? We need a good world war. That will sort them out, I tell you.
Oh.
Just,
well, I was thinking just make everyone play more Fortnite.
whoa! Oh, Mom, I reached level 100 of Fortnite, got my John Wick skin!
Awesome. Do you know your multiplication facts yet?
No! But I know that the
drove me
gold
nuts.
rocket launch is the best!
It's like, oh my gosh, that drove me nuts at the school. It's like, oh, so you know the, what was it? It's like, oh, so you've gotten a bunch of number ones in Fortnite. That's cool. Have you passed your threes multiplication test yet? No? Might want to work on that.
Well, weren't they doing a thing where, like, kids were spending too much time in class playing Fortnite? So there was some schools that would incentivize it by being like, the kids were allowed to do presentations about Fortnite if they did their homework.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, like, I'll see if I can find it somewhere and send it to you, because I was reading it like, no fucking way, there's no way it's got this bad.
You didn't buy the backpack yet. Sweet.
You have money to spend. Yeah, I'm still locked in the cutscene. We're talking about the community centre.
If I were Richard, I think I would buy it right now. I'll let you grab that.
Oh, dude.
It just sounds like something he would do.
I like the way that it's like, you only, like, know him through osmosis, but you pretty much have him down to a key. Like, seriously. It's like, I don't know if it's like, it shows how good your detective skills are, or just how oblivious Richie is, that he's able to so easily broadcast his personality like that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, it is beautiful. Just that whole Sven co-op stream, man, I think showed it perfectly. Shall we use Discord? Nah, too much effort, I'll have to download it. Let's just use a voice chat. I tried to explain it to him. I explained to him that we wouldn't be able to talk while we're not in the game, and also it would sound like crap. But he was like, nah, I'll be fine, don't worry. What's stream quality? Fucking dude, seriously, I swear. I'll get this person up an hour. Maybe you can help catch a rat. Get some extra time.
I feel bad for you the day he decides he wants to be a Pragon's Adventure regular, and then he's like, wait a second, he spends all his time shit-talking me.
Yeah, dude, I'll lose like 60% of my like topics to talk about. I'll be screwed, man. I'll be out of business. Yeah. That's it.
Oh my gosh.
So you said I can like
you a lot of content.
Sell my turnips to like Pierre, right?
Yeah, you can sell them to him through the shop window.
Oh, I accidentally
and also
gave
the backpack's next to him. Oh, you gave him one?
I accidentally gave him one.
Okay, well, that makes your relationship go up, I guess. But you still don't get a discount because he's a total turd about it. But you, it only gives in stacks of one, though, so it won't, like, give the whole thing.
How do I sell stuff?
You gotta open up the shop window with him.
Oh, okay. So I open up the shop window. And then you just
click it.
Oh, okay, I see.
Be careful that when you buy things, you cannot reorder things in your inventory while in a shop window. Otherwise, you will just resell things you just bought when you're trying to stack them together.
Oh, no.
I learned that the hard way and had to redo a day because I bought like 100 turnips and then accidentally resold them all.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And you only get half the price. So,
yeah, screw that. Is it worth growing an apricot tree?
No, it will be at some point, yes.
Will be at some point, but it's a very long-term investment.
Right, so it won't even be fully grown yet. Basically, the way they work is they take 30 days, and then they start producing fruit. Well, the problem with that is that if you grow it during the month, those 30 days will continue into the next month, but it won't produce fruit then. Like, an apricot won't produce fruit in the summer. So now you have to wait until the next spring to get anything.
Oh, okay. If you
So, like, if you bought something for the fall now, that would be fine.
Okay. So if I was to, like, save up and get one of the trees that grow in the fall and start growing it now, then we could probably, like, reap the benefits of the fruit, like, exactly
from
when
fall
the
day
fall rolls
one.
around. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it would be fully grown at some point in the summer if we bought it today.
Okay, that might actually be a goal to sort of aim towards.
Yes, it is. Especially since some of those items will be on your community board.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Elliot, my dude. Like, you look at him, he's an absolute Chad. Like, his picture, man, he just looks like he's some kind of, like, super alpha male.
He looks like he's trying to... I swear they designed him after Fabio.
I thought I recognised him based on someone. That long hair and everything. Yeah, that's definitely Fabio. He's called Elliot as well, which is really ironic. Have you ever seen, there's a guy on YouTube, right, called Monkey Jones. And this dude is obsessed, and I mean absolutely obsessed with Elliot Rodger. He's made his entire channel is just making videos like analysing the whole incel movement and like Elliot Rodger and all this. Because it's kind of weirdly fascinating in a way. Like, it's absolutely despicable and these people have no idea how reality works. But it's the fact that they are so out of touch. Like, you would have thought after being on the internet for so long, like, this shit just wouldn't faze me anymore. But it's like, when you... Every now and again, I just come across a new group of people that is just like, wow, that is actually impressive how out of touch of reality they are. And it's like, the whole incel thing especially. But
yeah, I don't know. Thinking about that, though, it has me going, man, based on how middle school and the first 2 years of high school went, how did I not found this movement?
Oh, poor Dusty boy.
But yeah, this thing is weird. Like, it came out of nowhere, too.
It really did, dude. It's like, Elliot Rodger, like, he just kind of appeared out of nowhere. Have you seen his his vlogs that he did before his whole killing spree? Dude!
No, I didn't.
Oh my god, it is insane.
Oh, so let me guess. That's the one, I never followed the names. That's the one behind the mess in Toronto, right?
Oh, no, he wasn't Toronto. I don't think he was Toronto, at least. I think he was in America land. I think it was America, yeah.
The incel dude that drove down a bunch of people was in Toronto.
Oh, no, yeah, that happened way later. Elliot Rodger was a few years ago now. But yeah, I think he was another incel dude that, decided to take inspiration from the old Roger the Dodger. But,
yeah, no, I don't know if I even know much about this individual then.
Okay, like this Elliot Roger
Great
guy,
stream
right?
talk.
he made like a set of like vlogs where he was going on about how he was the most beautiful, amazing human being in the world. Like this shit, you cannot make it up. Like he was sitting there, literally being like, "I'm the most superior, supremest gentleman of them all. Like I'm amazing. I'm beautiful. Just." Look at me, check me out, and doing stuff like he was driving along this car making kissy faces at the camera. And that alone isn't too bad. Wow. It's a bit vain, but it's like, you know, whatever. But it's like, then he was doing videos that were stuff like all these other filthy, pathetic, maggot, lowlife women only go for like chads and all this bullshit.
Yeah.
And then he like starts getting darker and darker and darker. And one day he decided he was going to go to this party to try and lose his virginity, right? It was going to be his final like retribution. But his grand master plan for this, because he thought women only like douchebags, was he went to this random party he wasn't invited to and just started picking fights with people. So he ended up getting beaten up by a bunch of dudes, lost his phone, wandered back to the completely the wrong party, picked a fight on completely the wrong dudes, and then got beaten up by them.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Then, after that, he decided that the only way he was ever going to get a girlfriend is if he became incredibly rich. So he put literally $5,000 into buying lottery tickets. And surprise, surprise, he didn't win.
Oh no!
Yep. So then after that, he ended up just going on his like killing spree. But the thing is, geez. Even this killing spree he did, he killed like 5 people, 6 if he includes himself, because he ended up capping himself afterwards. But the thing is, his whole thing was he was massively against women. Now, he killed 2 women and 3 men. So even then, and also he went to a sorority house to like kill these girls. But the sorority house he went to, because he got confused and he didn't do his research, he ended up going to a sorority house that was for the girls that are kind of the outcasts and sort of the nerds. So the poor girls that he did kill weren't even the kind of people he was hating on. The ones he was blaming.
Right, he was looking for the he was looking for the
He was looking for the populars, right? the freaking the people who became the Stacys, you know, the popular girls, all that jazz. And it's like, wow. He ends up killing these 2 poor nerdy girls and these 3 random dudes. Oh my god! It was the whole thing was it was a failure of epic proportions.
No kidding.
It really was. It's one of the few things that genuinely deserves a sort of moniker of an epic fail.
Yeah,
but
no kidding.
His whole life and the lead up to his like downfall, like obviously it's not right to glamorize like killers or anything like that.
Right.
But it's more for the sake of just laughing at how utterly pathetic this guy is, and it serves as like
if I had to dub him with two words, I would I would describe his life events as user error. like that's just awful.
User error, competent life not found.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, but yeah.
That's
If you ever find yourself just on YouTube bored, you know, you sit down, you eat your dinner, you want to watch something, then check out a YouTuber called Monkey Jones. He his most recent video was about Elliot Rodger's dad, who was a film director, and he named the video talking about his dad's failed movie that almost bankrupt the family and led to Elliot Rodger becoming a serial killer. He titled the video, "A movie so bad it got 7 people killed."
Oh no.
Oh.
That's rough.
Oh, I've leveled up my farming now. I can build scarecrows. Hey.
Oh my goodness.
The internet is a very, very silly place. Very, very silly.
Really is.
It's like from a young age, I was immediately exposed to the darkest side of the internet. Like Dusty Boy, when you were growing up, were you ever exposed to Newgrounds?
Of course.
Oh yes. Of course you were. We've been around about the same age bracket. Of course you'd have been a Newgrounds kid.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, dude,
The
freaking.
problem with Newgrounds is that it aged, but the quality of its porn games did not evolve.
You know, that's actually exactly what I was gonna lead on to. Like, freaking little tiny Kieran, like, my first discovery of lewdness online was through, like, Newgrounds, not like the work section.
Small world.
Small world, man. Oh, dude, I became a man from Newgrounds. It molded me, shaped me. I didn't see the Pornhub until I was a man.
Oh my goodness. I can't imagine what people had to do before that. For either of those. Oh boy.
It was also...
Oh, it was magazines, that's right.
Yeah, there was magazines and everything like that, but that was so much harder to hide from parents. Like, I was lucky enough to have parents that were completely and utterly inept when it came to, like, computers. So, like, I had, like, friends that were getting into it, and, like, I got into computers. So we were able to just run circles around our parents. Like,
the dog just ran through the house.
Wait, what?
He ran through the top of the house.
Do you also know about the whole exploit with using the coral and the, like, clams to make a whole butt ton of money?
No, I don't.
Ooh. Okay, well, there was a bridge on the, far...
Yeah, we can repair it for 300, of the wood.
Yes, I've just repaired it. Which,
don't
Sam
read
called
that.
Daniel reading through the trash. Ooh! Ooh! You filthy boy!
Man.
Shame, Dust. Shame. How
Last time
could
it was
you?
just my friend that got caught. Oh, man. The thing is, you can find some good stuff digging through the trash. Oh, they reward you for doing that.
Dude, you know I'm totally gonna have to clip that bit now and, like, quote you on that. You can Dustalvion 2018. You can find some good stuff by digging through the trash. Oh, silly boy. Let's see what Pierre's got for sale today.
Is it sad that my rebuttal to that would have been like Lindsay Lohan's acting career?
Oh, yeah. Whatever happened to Lindsay Lohan? She just fucking. I
don't
mean,
know.
Not that I'm complaining at all, but
No,
she just fucking disappeared.
You know, I don't know. She may have gotten back into it for all I know, just because I'm movie inept. So that's unfortunately the way that it works.
I mean,
also, this is bad. Conversations like these are gonna be the death of my channel because it's like in my rules. I'm like, let's try to not talk too much about politics and things like this, and then it all goes downhill.
Like, consider it like because I kind of like. I mean, I'm asking for a shitstorm here. You're doing the right thing by sort of banning, like, political discussion on, like, your one. But I kind of almost encourage it in, like, my chat. Because I find it really interesting, especially with this whole divide recently. Like, it could end up being the complete and utter death of my channel. But it's, like, I'm really kind of fascinated to see, like, just how deep the kind of, like, mentality of this divide in America and the rest of the world with left versus right goes at the moment. Because I've only got a very small sample size to really go on, the sort of websites I frequent and Facebook and stuff like that. So I want to see these people really as batshit crazy as they're like everyone's making them out to be. Both on the left and the right. Because you just can't trust the fucking news these days. You really can't. It's like, I feel like I'm kind of being spoon-fed bullshit a little bit by both sides. Like,
yeah, no, it's definitely not just one. I can definitely agree to that one.
The left are kind of always talking about, like, all the alt-right being these horrible, macalicious incel-type creatures, and then you've got the right going on about how you've got the SJWs and all that jazz, and... I mean, I know SJW culture is definitely a thing. I've seen it firsthand.
Right.
But I'm yet to experience it firsthand, which might be playing with fire a little bit, but... Yeah, fuck it, life's about taking risks.
I think you're right. I think the good news is that for the most part, the streaming community and the gamers and that are pretty chill for the most part. I think a lot are more the escape type, and it's not because they're weak that they want an escape. They just want a little bit of a breather, I think.
Oh no, totally.
Sometimes myself included, but not always. And I think that either way, it's not going to be the end of the world. I mean, obviously, if we have a more I think the way that I'll probably do it moving forward, and today is no exception. Today's fine. Today wasn't crazy at all. But for like our crazier gaming sessions where we think we might get more into like what's going on and political stuff and all that, I'll probably keep that off my channel. Not as in like, I mean, if people want to follow me, great. They'll see it auto-hosted, but they won't see it directly.
Yeah. Oh no, I can get that, because obviously if it's on your channel, then it's almost like a direct endorsement by you of like, you know, kind of talking about politics and all that. But whether it's on someone else's channel and you just happen to be a guest there, like that's a very different set of circumstances. Correct.
And so it's still, either way, the end of the day though is whether it gets brought up in chat or not, or what have you is going on. It's all about, I don't really care as long as somebody's not batshit crazy, which isn't many people actually. I find it's a very small group. They're more than welcome. I don't care if they disagree with me on stuff. They're still welcome. I mean,
yeah. I mean, in a way, I kind of almost welcome disagreement as long as people are civil about it. You know, it's like you can learn a lot more from an argument than you can from just a hug box where everyone agrees with each other.
Yeah, I was gonna say the one thing I can't stand is an echo chamber, which is why in my thing it's like, even for like disagreements on games and stuff like that, it's like, while disagreements, you know, should be cordial, like by no means should everyone think the same.
Yeah. Oh, no, exactly. I mean,
even if that means somebody's gonna go, "Oh, Dusty boy, you and your hatred and your vitriol toward Final Fantasy 13, it is not a piece of trash." And I'm gonna be like, "Oh my god."
It totally is a piece of trash. It totally is.
And then you see me. And you see that meme of me with the two buttons, and one of them is stay consistent, stay consistent with my channel rules, and the other one is
bash and Final Fantasy 13.
The other one is ban the blasphemer.
Oh, dude, I freaking know that's the thing. That's why I don't have like a plethora of subclaws, because I know I constantly end up ranting and raving about some bullshit or another through my streams. Like, especially when I was playing Deus Ex today, there's one particular bit where you have to rescue this like quote-unquote terrorist leader from the top of like the Statue of Liberty, and it's set in a futuristic world.
Which Deus Ex were you playing?
The first one, the very first one.
Okay. I never did play the first one, so...
The first one is even more political than, like, Human Revolution was.
Human Revolution, okay.
Like, they deal with... There's a whole speech that the, this terrorist leader does, where he talks about how, like, corporate tax has gone down from 50% in, like, the 1950s to 2%. And it's not quite at 2% yet, but it is getting there. It's around about 10-12% for major corporations up from 50. He also talks about how in America self-employment used to be at around about sort of 60 to 50%. It's now down to around about 5 to 10%. And it's all about consolidation. It's all about major corporations grow larger, and that becomes like society. Basically, your only option that you're really forced into is to work for someone else rather than to work your own way up. And the whole game was kind of talking about how it's basically the way the world is going in the real world as well as in this fictional world. That sort of government's getting a little bit too powerful, and corporations are getting a little bit too powerful, and really consolidating everything into a kind of walk the line or else. But rather than do it at knife point, they incentivize it with money. It's like this whole thing with like YouTube, with the whole system recently of demonetizing videos for having what was it, like, I forget the exact wording, but it was like something to do with certain political opinions. Like, it was anything that was considered controversial.
Yes, it was a blanket term, like controversial. And that actually that wound up affecting both sides. I think they undid it on one or the other, but for a while, even like promoting like gay pride was getting people demonetized for a while, and they were like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's controversial because of the comments it will bring in," and it's like, "Oh boy." So you'd have that getting censored, then you'd have, of course, Sargon would be getting hit with it, and a lot of the others along the way too. But yeah, YouTube. I don't even know how much of that is necessarily Google's fault and how much of it is advertisers were not going to continue playing along unless they went this way.
I mean, you would have thought
it's hard to tell.
A company like Google, though, they wanted to put their foot down with the advertisers, then they really could have. Like, they could have
Yes.
still got a decent amount of advertisers and still allowed, like... I feel like a lot of the time, they take what is the easiest option, but by no means the best option. Like, it's just the one that's easiest for them.
Right.
Which is like a terrible
Definitely.
shame, because I feel like, with a platform that big, I think they have somewhat of a responsibility to ensure that is a platform for free speech. And I mean, that doesn't mean enabling hate speech. But it's like, you've got to make sure that both sides of the argument have a platform to make their argument on. Otherwise, you are just creating an echo chamber. And you're creating propaganda in that way. And then it starts to kind of get a bit suspicious. Because it's like, well, hang on a second. Why is it that you're supporting this PC culture only? It's like, do you have some kind of other agenda here?
Correct. And that's when it gets a little bit on the sketchy side. By the way, I got something worth quite a bit of money. I am going to sell it instead of letting you donate it because I am just a terrible, terrible person. But you'll see when you see our income. I'm gonna head back. I'm full. I need to get that backpack.
Well, I'm down at the mines at the moment.
Nice. Good choice. By the way, it was an emerald I got.
Emerald. Ooh, nice.
So that's, I think, somewhere between... I think it's gonna be 500, I want to say on that.
Yeah,
by the way, you might want to start thinking about heading back. If I'm correct, you want to start leaving the mine around 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah, like by the time it hits 12, you want to start, you want to be out of there. Once we get the mine carts repaired, then you can stay there till about 1 o'clock. And you're still fine. Ooh, I see all sorts of crops and stuff over here. Nice.
Ooh, I've got, like, a geode.
Cool.
Take that to, like, the blacksmith dude, and he can do something
Correct.
with it, can't he? Yeah, he breaks it open.
Yep. Well, the good news for me is that regardless of how much banter there has been, I've had, no viewers, so nobody's gonna be like, wait a second!
Wait a second, what'd you say?
What happened to Dust?
I've had, like, 1 or 2 people, like, popping in and out, mainly just a few of my regulars. I got, like, 1 follow right at the start of the stream, but... nothing too spicy at the moment.
Right. All good.
It's been...
Yeah, I just like having... It's always fun, just kind of rambling about whatever while you're playing, and this is one of those games where you can really kind of be as... immersed, or you can bring the conversation out of it, and it's not the end of the world.
Yeah. It's one of those games where, because of the sort of zen attitude of it, you can really easily just sort of dip in and dip out at will. It's nice. It's the perfect game for sort of just kind of shooting the shit over.
I would agree. Oh, right. We haven't unlocked the... Damn it.
What do we need to unlock?
I went back to go... So we need to... I was going to try to donate stuff to the community center, but that can't happen yet. The reason it can't is we need to get a message that tells us to go talk to someone in order to be able to do it. And then after that, we have to unlock the very first, thing. It's the one about, I think, foraging, I want to say.
Oh, okay.
So, the stuff you just pick up around the map, and we have to donate that, and then another one will open up, even though it won't be finished.
Shit.
It's a lot of extra work.
Oh, we'll get round to it eventually.
Basically, yeah.
Right,
You don't really have much of a choice.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep, little Minecraft Steve. But the most viewers I've actually got recently, and there's one game that really surprised me, the fact it got any viewers at all, was that Digimon World game. I was up to around about 8 or 9 viewers for that. It's freaking crazy, dude. I didn't think that was going to get anyone. Because, Digimon's always been a freaking dark horse of,
I mean, obviously, you were going to have your regulars. You were going to have me still chilling in. But, beyond that, it's there shouldn't be anybody. But did you not go to sleep?
Yeah, I am asleep. I'm, in the bed.
Why is it... Oh, do you have something random on you?
Oh, there we go. Oh, what the heck? That was really weird. My guy was, in the bed. I could see the Z's coming up and everything. But level 2 in foraging. Now craft recipe...
Oh, I was wrong. It was only 250. Alright, I can get a backpack now. Hooray!
Ooh, dude, yeah, check out that nice little dose of money there from that coral. We do that every single day. That'll give us a really nice, healthy income. Oh, Cussing. Dusty boy, you there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought like the cord cut out or something. So you've been practicing some rocks.
No, I was eating a slice of pizza. I was like dying again in my chair.
Now, Dust, here is the truly politically dividing argument, okay? And I hate to get this political, but just this once. Pineapple on pizza. What do you think?
I think you should go to the gulag for that one.
Oh! I was hoping I would have an ally in thee, but...
You know what? I have had it, and it's not the worst thing ever. Like, I can eat it, but I don't like it.
I can see why people wouldn't like it. I mean, Richie absolutely detests it. And he's explained it to me that just something that sweet shouldn't go on such a savoury meal as pizza.
I could see that argument, yeah.
But...
I can think of worse things you could put on a pizza, but it is still... I'm not a fan.
I would argue, though, look at something like gammon. Like, when you have a slice of gammon, you have a ring of pineapple on it, or an egg. But you can have a ring of pineapple on your gammon, and it goes perfectly together. What do you usually pair pineapple with on pizza?
A slice of... Wait, on what?
On gammon. Like,
What?
Never had gammon before.
No, when I think of gammon, I think of an NPC from World of Warcraft. I don't think of food.
I used to like call it Ganon when I was a kid, which is like the dude from like Legend of Zelda.
oh, Gamelon, right?
I'll take the Gamelon.
What is gammon exactly?
Gammon is like it's really salty like pork. It's like a cut of like pork from a certain part of the pig. That's like it's cut really finely, usually into like they call them steaks, but they're very thin kind of steaks. They usually come in round sort of shapes.
Okay.
And
there's a possibility I've probably had it before and just didn't know.
Might have a different name in the States. It's possible. You're joking about your grandpa's old cottage when first meets a really nice little house. Oh, so I've got a letter from the peeps.
Oh, at first I was like, wait, he got a message from the streamers? And I'm looking and I'm like, I don't see anything on the chat. And I realized it was your mailbox.
Yeah.
Nobody cares enough about us.
No one cares enough.
We're just two rejects from other sides of the pond.
Yeah. At least we can be rejects together.
Yeah.
But, you know...
I remember why I didn't... It's like, now I remember why I didn't stream with you or why I didn't stream with you ever.
Oh, man, you wound me.
Oh, man. Okay, I got my backpack, thank you. I'm thinking ahead here, and I think this might be the last day I can play on the stream, I think. Because I got the Jackbox stuff starting at 9, but I can fill you in on what all that entails real quick.
Yeah,
and anybody else who's listening, because they would get to play as well. Basically what it is it's a bunch of like crazy like games that would probably be board games typically with like cards and things, but instead it's all done, you know, electronically. And these games are, I don't know if you've ever heard of Quiplash. The name probably rings a bell. Whether you've played it or not is another story. But basically that's one of the many games you can play in it. And that game is essentially a game where you're given a prompt and it'll be, I don't even know. Name the last thing that you should put on a pizza, okay? And then, that's just the first thing that comes to mind right now. And then people will put, you know, and then it gives you a blank. You can put whatever you want for that prompt. So it's kind of like Cards Against Humanity at this point with this game, except you're free writing everything. And so you might put, I don't know, you might put pepperoni or, if you do that, I hate you. But
I love pepperoni.
You can put whatever you want. Exactly.
Probably anchovies or tuna.
Yeah, anchovies or tuna. But somebody might put like, someone might put like stray cat or something, you know, for their choice. And that'll elicit a response from people, and people have to vote between each round is two people like with an option that pops up, and people are voting for whatever is either the most fitting, the one that made them laugh the most, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of games like that. There was another one, there's other games too. There's one called Survive the Internet, where basically it's like a commenting game, like a message board type game.
Yeah.
And what'll happen is someone will be given a prompt. So you'll be given a prompt for like, what are your thoughts on this, or what is a review? How would you review your current mattress or something like that? Something funny, and you would just put something. I'm trying to remember. One of them might be like describe. Yeah, describe Taylor Swift is one of the prompts I've seen come up a couple times. Things like that, and you'll describe it. Or, oh, my favorite one is what would you, if given the, or what was it? It's, if you could talk to your representative, what would you say to them? And that's a prompt. So then you put that in, and then it gives you that prompt. So let's say the representative thing, and you're like, you waste all our money, and I think you're a real piece of shit. Okay?
Yeah.
You write that. So now that prompt will be given to me, and it's like, what can be a headline for this that looks ridiculous? And it's like, you waste all our money, and you're a piece of shit. Oh, local charity for children's cancer research opens up in such and such city. And then that's what and then it would put your comment below that, making you look really stupid, something like that. It's things like that, or sometimes it's a place issue.
Oh, dude, that actually sounds like that'd be really fun.
Games like that are fun, and there's other games too. There's one that's like it's called Murder Trivia Party, and it's just a trivia game with murder involved. So there's a couple extra mini games, and it's just funny.
So, you can be like,
and there's others
streaming this, like after you're done.
So yes, so the way it works is the streamer has to own the game.
Yeah.
And I own Jackbox 4 and 3. Meanwhile, the guests just watch the stream, and they get each person gets 2 windows. So you get the stream window, or if you're the streamer, you get your game window, right?
Yeah. And
then everybody else has a website open in in like a browser, right? Whether it's Chrome or Firefox, or if you're a disgusting heretic, Internet Explorer, or what is it now? Microsoft Edge, I think is what it's called.
I think so. Yeah, it's Microsoft Edge
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah. So then you've got that open. You've got the Jackbox.tv open in that, and then if you want to play, you'd be able to join up on Vega's channel actually. And what we could do is, since neither of us is the one streaming, we could still be on Discord talking about it as we're playing.
I think I'm going to have to cut out Discord in a bit, because I just heard my roommates upstairs like banging on their floor. So I think I'm making a bit too much noise.
That's quite possible, which is why it might be better to pick better hours in the future. I'm thinking of adjusting mine in the future.
It is unfortunate, because obviously what is very late in the afternoon for me is only sort of mid-evening for you.
Right.
Which is...
However, those aren't too bad. Like, I can easily work it around, or I can get my early afternoon up, which is then early evening for you.
Yeah. Yeah, that could work out quite nicely.
But yeah, games like that, and we could totally do that at some point. All you need is just a couple people, so like, we would just need a couple friends each if we wanted to make sure we had people to start, and then people will just randomly join your stream once you have games going with that, and it's a blast.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're bored and you don't even have to be chatting, you could even play it, because we don't play while talking to each other, it's just Vega talking and streaming, and everybody else just talks in the Twitch chat, right?
Yeah.
And so I'll probably be hosting it
I'm probably going to stay up for a few more hours. It's just I'm probably going to have to be like quiet like now, because
so as long as you're not
asleep.
Right. So as long as you're not giggling and dying, you'd be fine. You'd be ready to roll. But that's pretty fun. So that's going to be going on in just a little bit, actually. So that's what I'll be doing. That's why I'm cutting short here.
Okay, dude.
But we'll definitely have to
join
continue
you,
this.
If you give me a link to like the channel, I'll come with you.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I can do that.
Okay, man. I think that's as good of a point as anyone to like end the stream on.
I think so. We just got to sleep and save up, right?
Let's do it. It's getting early night tonight. No.
We each have a backpack going into the next session, so that's great.
Yeah, that'd be super duper handy. We've got some crops going as well. Oh, a little chunk of cash.
We got the coral, we got all that. Not bad. Alright, so as soon as it saves...
Alright, we did a whole week.
There we go. Yep, we did a whole week. We got into all sorts of important topics and all sorts of things. So thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. And I accidentally picked up a decorative lantern. Lovely. But yeah, everyone have a good one. And Bragon, it was great. Great
Yeah,
gaming with you
it was
again.
really, really fun, actually, dude. We'll definitely have to do this again in the future.
Yep. Hope you guys had fun. We'll catch you next time. Maybe we'll have a better game. Who knows?
I honestly wouldn't
Game's
mind
great.
to like keep on doing this game, man. It's pretty
Absolutely.
cool. Very
Same.
nice and chill, you know. Nice way to end the day.
Alrighty.
Right, adios, my amigo. I will see you. Well, I'll be joining you for the thing, but I won't be talking to you like in person.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there we go. I closed out of my stream there on that note. So I'm gonna cut out my OBS and get out of Stardew. So here is how it works. So you're